the bad news, Bubba, is it does not appear that the world that we left when we went on vacation has gotten any better. It seems that we are just as goofy and stupid and illogical and crazy as, if not more so, than when we left. One week, a lot happens.
You think just, if you go 50-50 on things, you think every now and then it'd drift back to normal.
I saw some weird things. I know that the Babylon Bee, which is hilarious, they have been removed from Twitter, and they say for telling the truth. Where I know that is it true that the transgender person was called what, Woman of the Year?
U.S. Assistant Secretary for Health.
The one on the cabinet.
Yeah, and of course Babylon Bee announced this person as Man of the Year, and Twitter canceled them, and they said they're not going to apologize for telling the truth.
Yeah. Well.
So and then I know we had the
again the few, the proud, the one or two people running all of social media is now the gatekeeper of free speech, which we never really thought that was going to be the case.
And I know the University of Pennsylvania's transgender athlete Leah Thomas, biological male, and has not had any sort of
reassignment surgery.
Yeah, reconstruction of any kind. And if you don't believe that, just look at Leah in the women's bathing suit.
Now, is he taking hormones or something? What's his deal on that? Or did he just declare, "Hey, I'm a girl"?
Yeah, I think he just is saying I identify, because I don't know if you've seen the picture of him in his bathing suit, but other than growing his hair longer than he had it when he declared himself a man,
right.
He's just declared himself a woman. There's all kinds of complaints from women about the fact that he is biologically and his body is still male.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think there should be some compassion for someone that's confused, but that's not what we do anymore. We just go along with it and make everybody deal with it. And
is there confusion here, or did he just want to win a bunch of stuff and thought, "Hey, I can go beat the girls"?
I can't remember his male rating, but I know it was right under. It
was in the high 400s.
Yeah, 480 something in the world. He went to number one in the women's with just simply declaring he was a woman and growing his hair longer.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, didn't make any other adjustments, and dominated the 500-yard freestyle, as you're seeing if you're watching us on YouTube. So 21 years, Leah was a man, but now has declared that they are a woman and dominating the NCAA 500-yard freestyle.
So I'm confused about this because
setting, of course, a new record.
I thought we had a story that the NCAA was not going to let her compete. Their conference was, and then of course she, dominated that. But I thought we had a story where the NCAA was not going to okay that.
That's why we did that story.
Didn't we do that?
Yeah.
I'm not losing my mind. I just came back from vacation.
I don't know. Evidently they changed. I don't know.
Yeah, I think one of the funniest things I saw of people talking about it when I got back home and started looking is they showed a picture of Leah in the swimsuit, which was quite revealing. And underneath it says, "Come on, you're not even trying."
Yeah.
But Greg, you told me some of the female athletes have complained that Leah walks around in the dressing room.
Yeah, we had a story on that a few weeks
as a man. I mean, biologically, with all that goes along with that, trying to be as kind as I can be about it. But and again, when you have someone who is the most famous transgender person, Bruce Caitlyn Jenner. Saying that biological males should not be able to compete against biological females athletically. And I like that Jenner just said it's just common sense. Now, if we want to live our lives out, we should be left alone, and we should be able to live our lives the way that we want to. And I certainly would agree with that, I guess. But when you start,
I would come closer to agreeing with that than I would that you need to be competing against females.
Well, and what Jenner is saying is biologically the males will dominate the biological females, and that is unfair to women. I guess Title IX, we've just shredded it and thrown it in the trash.
You pretty much are when you do this, because you're going to have guys winning guys sports, and you're going to have guys saying they're girls winning girls sports.
Right. So either the transgenders need to have their own league, or maybe if you make this decision, I know this is a bizarre concept. You say you want to live your life a certain way in your private life, then go do it. But public life, we have to come up with some rules because it affects other people. I know that's an odd concept that maybe you worry about how it affects others, not just yourself. But
well, I think it goes back to human nature, Rick. And this goes back to the fall. I mean, we just don't like rules.
Right.
We just don't want to.
No, you're right.
We're doing everything we can in society to have absolutely no rules. It goes all the way to, hey, we don't want police telling us we got to do something.
And then what gets me is, on the other hand, we claim that we're all about the advancement of women. And I believe that women should be paid exactly the same that any man's paid if they do the same job just as well.
Yep.
I believe, I would like to go back and look at letting them vote. But I said that to Sherry this week. She was like, "Okay, now it's not funny anymore."
Yeah.
Like your joke. I said, "I'm just kidding about that. I like the way you vote. It's just some of the other women." But anyway, so I'm kidding about that. But I all of a sudden we're now trying to do that thing we do now. We claim that we're all for the advancement of women while destroying women at the same time.
Yeah, very bizarre.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
I wish anybody could show me how the females in that swimming pool, their cause was advanced because of this guy who still has male parts beating them in swimming. Someone please explain that?
Did you see the women who came in second and third, the look on their faces?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, sure. Of course, you have to look down to see them because they're about half the size of the guy who just won, who grew his hair out and said he was a girl.
Yeah.
Now, if he ends up getting that surgery, he's going to pick up some speed there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably
less
so.
drag.
Yeah, you're right,
That's
Greg.
true.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, that's right.
See, that's engineering, guys.
Yeah, it is. I don't know, though, Greg. Have you ever seen a boat? A rudder's important.
Yeah, that's just for steering.
Right, yeah.
Keeps you in the lane.
Right.
Well, yeah, the rudder does control it, but it also gives you drag.
No, it does. It does. To both things, yeah. So what you're saying is he may be able to stay in the middle of his lane real well, but it is causing drag.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So he's going to pick up some speed.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. He's only going to get faster.
Yeah. I mean, I got bad news for everybody.
You see how big? I mean, he's tall.
Oh, real big.
Yeah. He reaches out there and grabs some water, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, when you see the picture at first, you think, well, somebody's played with this picture, but no, it's real.
Yeah. Of course, in the men's division, he's about number 500.
Yeah.
But please look at the girl from Texas.
Oh, I know.
I
know.
Oh my gosh.
Well, she can't believe the world she's living in. She can't believe the world she's living in. She worked really hard and should be sitting there in at least the number 2 spot in the NCAA, and she's sitting over at 3.
Now, number 2, wasn't she the girl that won the silver medal at the Olympics?
Yep.
Wow. You got her another silver.
Number 500 coming in her and beat her.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.